Yes, awesome. Okay, hello guys. Beautiful, beautiful friends of mine. We are here on another session of Ask Leanda. I love these questions that are coming in, everyone. So please bring them in. It's so fun to talk about. And the question that came in last week was a awesome question because it's asking about how to trust your intuition over your mind. And I love this because this is something that I actually asked myself or asked the question to the universe many, many, many years ago. Because when I started really working a lot more in my clarity and getting a lot more messages come through, you'd get things that you think, how do I know that? Or I knew that was going to happen. We've all had moments of intuition, but it's trusting that intuition. So the question is trusting your intuition over your mind. And I firstly want to just talk about the difference. Let's talk about the difference of what actually is your intuition and how the mind can play up and trick you sometimes. So intuition, my way of explaining it, and my way that has that I have found it quite easy to talk to people about, is your intuition is that quiet voice inside of you. Now, the quiet voice inside of you can come from a place you might be able to hear it, you might be able to sense it, you might be able to just know it. So these are your different clairs, and we can talk about how to actually find your sense of intuition in another session. But once you find the way that you communicate to your intuition, then it's about building blocks of trusting, okay? So when you have that sense of hearing that inner voice or feeling that inner voice, the key to know about your intuition, it's very quiet, but it's also extremely matter of fact. Your intuition will be sharp, it will be knowing, it will be clear and precise, okay? So let me give an example. We've all experienced a moment where we just knew that was going to happen. We've all experienced a moment where you had a niggling feeling, and we've all experienced a moment that sometimes you haven't followed that niggling feeling, okay? This quick and very, very precise energy that comes in is your intuition. So how do we trust that over the mind? The mind will come in and question it. The mind will come in, and let's go to that example of, I knew that was going to happen. Don't be silly. How could you know that? There's the mind. Or having an aspect of feeling something and trust and knowing that you need to trust that. That's your intuition, wanting to trust that. But the mind will come in and go, oh, maybe not. There's the mind. As soon as the questioning comes in, that is your mind speaking to you over your intuition. And oh my goodness, how many times have we all of us, experienced that? And this is the key to actually working with your mindfulness and getting a handle on being able to observe your mind, because your mind will play tricks. It will tell you stories. It will try and create it harder or try and get you out of it. It's very squirmy and it's very come around the back door type of thing. Whereas your intuition, once again, it's very sharp, it's very knowing, and it's quiet, very quiet. Your mind can get extremely loud, right? So we have to find the place or find the tools to be able to listen to that very beautifully subtle, all-knowing intuition. So I asked this question many, many years ago. How do I know if it's my intuition when I'm starting to go, okay, I'm getting a clear understanding of how to listen to my intuition, but how do I know that over my mind? And this is the answer that I got, and this is a beautiful way to help work with the two. Your intuition won't want anything. Your mind will always want something from it. I love this because it really, really got me to dig deeper and understanding my language with my intuition. So your mind will always want something. So remembering what I said before, intuition is very matter of fact, it is very sharp, it is precise, it is also quiet. The mind, it can be indecisive. It can take you off track, it can doubt, it can also give you an excuse or a reason, okay? And the mind can also be very loud and very forthright. We've all had moments of that in our own struggles. So to bring that as an example, you might have, so for me, because I work with people, my job is to read bodies and to work with my intuition. And so if I get given something that will come through, the clear indication of your intuition is that there's nothing that you will gain from it. Okay, there's nothing that I'm going to gain from giving for knowing this information, where the mind will want something to gain for it. And it can be as simple as giving something to somebody, and your mind will go, yeah, I feel really good about that, which is so beautiful. We all love giving, but there's that communication with the mind. Whereas the intuition, it's like, this doesn't mean anything to me, but there you go. Okay, and so that is the difference. I hope that gives you a little bit more of a clarity and something to play with, something to work with. I can't stress enough that the beautiful place of that quiet space inside of you is the pure essence of you. Can you imagine living in a place that is constantly just knowing, that is constantly just living in a step-by-step, that you are so trusting your inner guidance that it doesn't shake you up, it doesn't bring you into self-doubt or fear. Those are the things that will be created by the mind. So that's something to think about and something to observe in yourself. So one last thing is to show you a little technique that I find very helpful and I share a lot with my clients, is that your intuition, we've all heard of the gut feeling. If you actually bring your awareness more down to the space in between your solar plexus and your sacral, so underneath the belly button, into this gut feeling. So a saying that I often say is the mind can get busy, as we know, the heart can be vulnerable. But your intuition is in your gut instincts. It's that matter of fact, it's that knowing, it's that straight away. So as you start to breathe down into this space, trusting that first instincts that you get. And you'll notice here I've got my hands over this space, one on top of the other, not cross-fingered. We don't want to lock the energy, but one over the top of the other. And you breathe into this space. And you may want to do this now. So just place your hands in this space and take a big, deep breath. And I want you to say to yourself, my name is, and repeat your name. My name is Leanda. My name is Leanda. My name is Leanda. And just close your eyes and just feel, sense, listen to how that is. What energy is happening within you. And what will happen here is I like to use this exercise as a matter of finding your truth. So I know, matter of fact, my name is Leanda. And that feels right. And then what I want you to do is I want you to repeat the words out loud. I want you to say, my name is Sam. Unless your name is Sam, then use another name. Use any name that you want that's not yours. So my name is Sam. My name is Sam. My name is Sam. I want you to feel, listen, trust what instincts you're getting. And what you'll find is that there's this vibration that tells you it's not right. There's this vibration that tells you that that's not truth. Okay? So the more that you work with this skill, you start to find that place of intuition. And this is something that you can do in your general life when you're wanting to ask questions to find which way to go. It's like a kinesiology sense of, is it this way or this way? The other way to use this beautiful tool is as you're starting to work with trusting your intuition. Is this true to me? Is this the right highest vibration of me? Trust. And remembering your intuition is sharp, matter of fact, yes. Your mind will give you a maybe, maybe not. At any point, if that indecision or that wavering off a matter of fact, that's your mind talking to you. And start to do some more clearing of the mind, clearing of your energy, and start trusting that deep, beautiful awareness of your intuition. Thank you for listening today. Much love to you all.